Hello, and welcome to the Relevance of Now with William Linville. My name is Michael Connell. I'm here with William. Hey, William.
Hi, Michael. How are you, my good friend?
Wonderful, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, my good friend. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. I was reflecting on your work, your assistance to all concerned, and it created the opportunity to talk about how every emotion is an opportunity. And in your books and over all your events, you're assisting us in marrying our higher and lower selves. And you've clearly described to us that as part of us, as a physical being, is our higher selves. And when we feel this aspect of us, our higher selves, through the body, words I've used to describe it are, love and joy and expansiveness and boundlessness. And, you've shared with us that within us, every cell, every particle is this vast light beingness. And when we're in the relevance of the now, when we're here now, no thought, no emotion, we have the opportunity to feel rather than think. And with that backdrop, why are emotions, every emotion that we have, an opportunity?
They're all opportunities to clear judgments. When you're going through emotions, it's decisions that were made through your conscious mind going into the subconscious that says, when this happens, that happens, that happens, this happens. This is how I've been programmed or have judged it to react. And then the reactions kick in, which is not your natural state. They're all reactions coming from your carnal levels of how to create survival and going into survival from the reactions in which you have decided on how to react to protect yourself. And it's not even protecting yourself, it's protecting the ego, because it's the ego kicking in, attempting to protect itself and trying to rationalize and justifying itself to perceive itself to be a live deity and perceiving itself to be important.
To give a real example, if I was talking to, let's say, my father, and he made a comment to me about me that offended me,
Yes.
is that an example of what you're speaking of?
Yes. And the offended comment would offend your ego and put your ego into survival to where your ego now goes into offensive mode, trying to justify and rationalize itself to try to protect itself, to perceive itself to be a reality that goes into defensive mode.
And if we're afraid of all the changes going on in the weather, what are we protecting?
The ego is protecting itself and making itself feel safe and believing itself to run for shelter, on and on and on, to create itself into a perceivable safe environment. When the body knows that it already is safe, but the ego is trying to protect itself as a reality or a perceivable reality.
Yes, so in order to marry our higher and lower selves and really be able to experience and feel the fullness that we are, that we were created to be, we need to be aware we're experiencing emotion. We don't feel emotions. We don't feel anger. We're experiencing anger because it's just a reaction.
Yes.
And we've shared in previous podcasts that when you're really truly feeling, you need to be in the relevance of the now.
Yes, because emotions are nothing more than an experience.
I think you've expressed it as a conglomerate of thought forms
Yes,
because emotions always have a story behind them.
yes,
But a true feeling of love or joy doesn't have a reason.
no, it just is.
That's how you were naturally created.
Yes, you just are love.
And so, in bringing that all together, anytime we're feeling angst, anytime we're feeling fear, anytime we're upset, guilty, we feel it in our body densely if we're able to tune in.
Yes,
And so that's an opportunity for us to know that we're being controlled.
yes, by the ego.
And there's something that we have an opportunity to move beyond.
Yes, most definitely.
And over the years, you've shared multiple ways for us to do that in the moment, for us to do that in quiet time. In the long run, while we can move beyond emotions temporarily, how do we get to the root cause of them?
Well, you step back, take a deep breath, bring your consciousness through your solar plexus. You can put a door in front of you, and on the other side of that door is where that first decision was made that taught you the reaction to whatever's going on. The age of capacity when you first decided that this was a reality, to react in such a manner, to first judge this to be a reality, the situation to be a reality, that you react in a manner of these emotions. Then you open up the door, you walk through it. For many, it'll be childhood. For some, it might be incarnational, like past life, where you first decided when this happens and that happens, this is how I react. And you walk through that door, you watch what's going on, and you undecide those judgments. For some, it's with your parents. For others, it might be friends, camaraderies. For others, it might be past lives in the churches or sojourners. And you undecide what was going on to be a reality for you.
And when someone's done harm to us, why would we undecide on that?
Because you start to realize they're really harming themselves and it's not personal.
Can you share more on that?
Yeah, you start to ask them, why are they behaving the way they're behaving? You start to realize that it's not personal. It's something that they were taught through their own experiences, that they're acting out what they've been taught and told. They're acting out their own pain. That it's not really about you, it's about all the pain that they've been suffering.
And when we come to terms with every single person has their own beliefs, judgments, misperceptions that they just haven't realized are controlling them.
Exactly. They haven't woken up to it yet.
When you shared this with me, I used to say to myself, if I could hurt people emotionally, perceivably through my words and my reactions and anger and fear, now I understand what you mean by that's all that's going on for them,
Yes,
and that nothing is personal from another person, and it's only harming me to hold on to it.
exactly.
Because every time I hold on to someone that in the past I perceived that they hurt me, that prevents me from feeling and experiencing and being the person I want to be, but also the person I was created to be.
Exactly.
And it only caused me more pain.
Exactly. And hurt and guilt. One emotion leads to another emotion.
And I want to share that at first this can be really hard for our ego, our brains, because they've solidified that this person should be punished or it wasn't right. And as we clear more and more of these judgments and beliefs, we start the dissolving and forgiving and being clear within ourselves that they were doing the best they could at the time. And there's no reason for me to hold on to this because it's only harming me. It becomes easier and easier because that's who we are. Like the frequency within us is stronger than the ego and can see past it.
Exactly. And you rise above it vibratorily.
Right.
And before you know it, it's all dissolved.
This last week, my body really had been struggling mentally, physically, lower vibration. And I've been doing a lot of work to clear past misperceptions. I feel it a lot in my throat and heart and misperceptions about fully expressing myself in all situations. And so I called you for an appointment, and without going into the details, we addressed this, went into again the incarnational parts of it, found some root causes, and uh, it made, this huge difference. And while I do that work with myself regularly, um, is there something else to share in wrapping up that every emotion is an opportunity?
Yeah, it's an opportunity to love. It's an opportunity to say goodbye to the past and all of the old energy to where you can bring forth more of you to fill that space where all of this old energy has been grabbing onto you and freeing you now to be more of the love that you are, more of the light that you are, which allows for more of the universe to flow into, within, and through you to allow for more of your manifestational world to open up and to be more receptive, to allow for more of the gifts that the universe has to offer.
It may be done.
Bring it on.
Thank you all for joining us. This is The Relevance of Now with William Linville. Please click subscribe. Join us next time, and namaste.
Namaste.